Those pop up. I did not know this theme overlays things pop up. I have opened the game before. Hello, by the way. Let me see if I can figure out how to reset. There we go. Starting anew. Here we go. It's time to solve the mystery and see really, truly if her story is the real story. Feel me? All right, chat. Sure, murder. All right. You got
You think it's murder?
murder.
I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
What can I do to help?
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Sorry, I gotta pull it up. Stream manager. There we go. Where's OBS? All right. Put that over there. Yeah, what?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh right, it's day then months.
February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
July 1st. Okay. That was like 4 days after Simon's murder. Okay. Simon.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Didn't murder Simon. 2 days after that. Are these chronological? Maybe they are.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
She's confident. All right. $61 access limited the first 5. Use. Okay.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Ernst
Simon
Brothers
does more social
Glass.
work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
This was 618.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo instead of spring photo.
Photo.
Last year on holiday in Rome.
Show me.
It's the best one I have.
Rome, huh? Okay, I can take notes. What was this one again?
Simon Smith.
Simon Smith. Ernst Brothers Glass.
All kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Simon Smith. Ernst Brothers Glass. Okay.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
I didn't get all the names. Peter, Ellen. That's the ones I remember.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Here's Susan Helen.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Plays video games. So, I don't know if I'm going to spell that right. Amstrad.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Must have been accident. Unusual behavior for Simon. Okay. Introduction to the Logic Database. Probably should have read this. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The Logic Database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, example robbery, into the search field, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow our search, use multiple words, example, robbery supermarket. If you're working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. Example, yes, I was there, period. Where's the inverted comma? To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the User Tags box and type in your desired tags. For any further assistance, please contact the Department's Information Technology representative. Hey, here's the database I filed a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999 and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective's footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. SB. Who's SB? Okay. Okay. Ooh. One more with Helen.
I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
He likes blondes. He likes Helen. He likes blondes. They are arguing. Argue.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates.
The week after.
And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything. Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
They're definitely two different people.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is throwing me to the loop.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the Glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there. Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Glasgow. Next one. Put that in the back of your brain. Glasgow.
He would go to the pub.
Maybe Eric?
He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come.
So Diane is the wife of Eric, which is his boss.
Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Comment bit.
CFAX.
Eaten fennel.
Huh. What the word help? 11 entries.
So it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job, but he didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you.
6:18 is when she showed up for the first time. 6:18. It's about a month. So far, about a month of footage from like the earliest to the latest footage I've found so far is about a month apart.
Sure? Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
That was really 10 seconds of my life.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Hmm.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
She's got a coat. We're so up in info.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier.
Cavalier.
And a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Interesting.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
Huh. Oh, my brain hurts. That guy's kind of smart though. That last bit was about like he doesn't want credit card debt and stuff like that. No lines. That's thinking responsibly. All right. Money. Oh my god.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
Want what dropped off?
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
43 seconds.
Station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve, so my parents let me off. If you put me on You've Been Framed, I want the money.
That one, that version of hers. Cuckoo. Or that twin. I think they're two people.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
I think I need like a notepad, doc. Genuinely.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay, Skipper. I see you, Skipper. Uh, maybe, bro. I played a lot today. Like, I don't know, dude. At least like 6 hours already. I got tired of it. So I'm here.
And the Glaziers. I
Please
worked there
years.
some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children.
Yeah, I might get on later, but for now, I'll play more of
Simon
this.
was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff.
They're alright. Danny, I think, died both times. No, he lived one, then he died fighting Kalante, which was sad, and then I think he got off because his girlfriend got to his place. And then John and I had good raids. But then I died to Kalante as well in that same raid, and then I closed the game. Also died on labs. That was not fun. Wedding.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding.
Beautiful wedding.
Back and stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before.
Genuinely.
It would be awful to watch, but I enjoyed it.
I don't have the word dancing here yet.
It was just me and Simon. For that
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
We could make it if we tried.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more.
Okay, so we met her about every week.
It was wonderful.
Looks like
in a hotel,
18th, 25th,
just alone together.
the 1st of July. Yeah,
Since then, we've always tried
I think we met her every week for 3 or 4 weeks. I was not paying attention to what she was said.
Hotel in Brighton.
Saving baby. Holiday baby. Holiday baby. Okay.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding.
Oh wait, if
After the
I
wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow,
isn't there like a shift? Yeah, shift
so we
tab.
were separated again. I stayed in the attic.
Notes. I can shift tab notes. Yeah, yeah. Here we go.
It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized
And I
me,
can
I
strike
started
through in
wearing
here
a wig.
too. There we go. Yeah, yeah. This is good. This is good.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
STD. Stop
When we
what?
met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection.
I was not paying attention. I was too busy getting this all set up on the
Parents
side.
decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard.
I'm trying to ban this. How do you ban someone and just
I would sneak out, but in case anyone
ban?
recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
I don't use this. I keep trying to say Discord.
Parents decided there would be a wedding.
Wait, this is only 2 days
After the
after.
wedding,
Wait, not every week.
Hannah moved in with his parents.
Who's Hannah?
There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was
The M.
sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs.
What? How was she trying to get pregnant?
parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
It was Hannah who betrayed us.
I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I don't know,
Interesting.
sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon
Sorry,
would
whoops.
get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Wait.
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan. I don't know how
Hannah
I
and
wanted to do.
Simon.
It's like I could move in. And that was the plan.
They're the ones that are together. Hannah and Simon are the ones together? She's the sister? I'm cheating. We're going out of order. Sister. Here we go. 2.5 minutes?
Something?
Christ almighty.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning.
La.
How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. There were two sisters came walking
Okay, maybe they won't show up anymore. And hit apply.
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful
I don't know. I think it worked.
she floated
Down.
oh, the wind and the rain floated
Till the ship came by.
oh, the
Dreadful wind and rain.
out
And
comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind
and
and the
rain.
Father
Father
David
David
swims
swims
and
and
swans
swans.
on the
The
dreadful wind
wind
and
and
rain.
rain.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Wait, I kind of want to know what the song was. Wasn't that bad?
Oh, the dreadful came by, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out
Shut up, shut up, shut up. That's it?
I thought it was my fault.
No, I think it's my fault.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
There were two sisters.
I keep forgetting to switch my accounts on YouTube. I keep opening stuff up on my VOD channel. I don't want any history on my VOD channel. Alright. Alright. Dreadful Wind and Rain. That's what it was called. No, no. This one.
Floated till she came to a miller's pond.
Oh, the wind and rain.
Mama, old father, there swims a swan, crying, oh, the dreadful wind, and watched her as she floated down, crying, oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
What a weird song. I'm reading the lyrics. Huh. She did a really good job making it sound good, and then the lyrics are just dreadful.
Sam had a birthday tea waiting.
Birthday, birthday.
Told him about me. Told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them. This sister he didn't know she had.
She's his sister.
That instant,
So Hannah and Simon.
the look on his face.
Oh yeah, you guys can see the list too now. Look at that. I just saw my face. I saw my reflection in the monitor.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round.
Wait, so she cheated on...
I could hear something was wrong.
She cheated with
I
him.
wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Oh my god.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Okay. Cheater, cheated. Cheating. Yeah, handsome was a miss. Photos.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. He looks just
I
like
wish you guys couldn't see this. Hold up.
His glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV.
Maybe I should go back to using Notepad. I didn't know you guys could see all that. I don't like. It's not necessary. Like, you guys don't need to see all the extra information. Alright, I now have to. Alright.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Okay.
He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this game look better. Wind and rain. There it is. Whoops. Alright. Yes, this works. Thank God. Now, because when I alt-tabbed earlier, it was like minimizing the game, so I couldn't see what they're talking about. But now I just have it running windowed, and then I'm using a third-party application to make it full screen, and now I can alt-tab and still see what's going on. Hell yeah.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic.
Dollhouse, yes.
It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories. No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl.
Who's Florence?
It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Yeah, whatever. You got excuses. Let's look at the word gun. Actually, weapon. It's got a weapon! He's got a knife! Alright.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal.
Oh, I have to use the
She's his
bathroom right
wife.
now.
And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
I was muted, but I'm back. I was just saying how I got the new 40s on the Jeep. Where were
Well,
we?
she has a knife. But she's been
A
cooking.
knife!
I guess she's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And
He's his wife,
asleep and she
guys.
doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's.
Because she's super freaking ill.
Because he's ill.
And now she's really going to be
He
sicky.
might die.
Because now she's really sick.
It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
Because guess what? We got the new 40s on the Jeep. Alright.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had
Like
short
my
hair, she always had short hair.
reflection.
Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV.
She talk about her twin, she
TV
says,
wasn't
reflection.
magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Why is there so much lore? Important. 5 entries.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Ominous.
I was 15, Carl was older, 17 I think.
Who?
I was really
Who?
into
Oh my god, the BRB sign's still up.
regardless of how he actually behaved.
Fix that.
Lots of drunken teenage sex.
Alright. We don't need to know about
We did
that.
it in a church once. It's stupid.
Yeah, some things.
So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, Family. There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Watch it
There were
again.
always princes and princesses.
I don't know if I understood it.
They were the special people, more important than the other characters and their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Huh. Horse.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay.
I'm thinking Eric.
Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Preach. Men suck. God, I hate men. Alright. Here we go.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. He was as
Shy.
as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Sorry.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
What?
I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Wait, I thought she was the one that.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Turn and slept with him. That's why she got
Oh,
pregnant.
oh my God! They've been switching up on the boy. Whoa! Why? That is not normal behavior. We got some clips.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights. When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in
Who?
a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
This. Where's my list? Ouija. Let's just do it right now. Oh, that was it. Okay. Here we go.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me. Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There. We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man. They're just like yapping. Those glass
Mobile
ears.
phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaziers. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a
That's
nice
Hannah.
change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Wait, no, we have more videos. God.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic. It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead, it doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
What if they did, though?
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Huh.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be.
Oh, and then she had sex with him.
Like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
Sorry. Okay.
after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house.
To their house.
So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I was about to start laughing.
Okay.
No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Rip the baby.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open. Saw the body. Pulled them open. Saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Whoa.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
They didn't know if they were gonna keep the baby. Dude, what is going on, man?
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Oh, really?
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
What else did you find, lady? Because it sounds like you're hiding something.
It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear. Okay, here's the rest. Laid a body on the dock to dry. The wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Haha, so funny. Anything you sing will be using it. So funny.
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
What? I don't know what's happening, bro. One of them is completely deranged from the other one.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot.
What are they talking about?
And I just slept through it.
Who's they?
Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Oh my god. My face. It's getting way too close. We need to stop phasing in my face in the background.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into
Wind and rain.
a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too.
Wait, so she
Some
lost her
mushrooms.
mom and dad, and they also
It
lost
was hard to believe.
whoever
Dead
the
cows.
frick? Simon?
They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh my god, there's so many
My name
Hannahs.
is Hannah. Hannah. It's a palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street. What are you doing talking about Eve?
She stood up so fast.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry. Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper. She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Alright. Attic.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean,
Hairs.
could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Talking about.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born.
Yeah.
Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? What kind of hairs?
That was so short. Okay.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
I don't.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
I need you to tell me the goddamn truth. Wig. There we go.
A wig? You mean... what type of wig?
What do you mean, what type of wig? Are you evading the
I've
question?
never worn a wig. What kind of wig? This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Oh, this is all about the blonde hair.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought.
Burned
I hit
each
her
other.
up, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
And then she left. This is the one that I think I got it from.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. I started wearing a wig.
Yeah, right there.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. No, I've never worn a wig.
Who is who? That's where I'm confused.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Wait, you are pregnant? I had a miscarriage.
Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Yeah, your sister said that.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
I'm pregnant. Glasgow? I don't know what's happening.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Should be. I don't care though.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
No, we're spiteful.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Well,
No.
what offensive.
You're the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
I think this word might be too deep for this game. Yeah, I was just trying it out. Porn? All right, back to the list.
A long time. We got married when I was 17. No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf. Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Wait, what?
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Oh. Birthday. Ooh,
Yes,
it's
that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present. From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday, then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Interesting.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday. Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him.
Or you know.
It was easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can. You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Oh my god. Just accusing people. Alright. Bar. Oh. Why is he like leaning so far? You see that? Seeing it weird?
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us, there's always been pressure.
Under pressure. Just the two of us. Alright. It's time to lock in, chat. I have not been locked in, chat. Alright. Camera. Ooh.
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Oi, mate. Is that camera recording, mate? Oi, vey, bro. Oi, vey, bruv. Can you please turn that off, that camera?
Is that camera recording? Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't
Huh.
search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough? And then I decided to come and see you. Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Why do you feel bad for Doug and Eleanor? Who are they? Who are these people?
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week. But every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
She's cracked.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
So 2 people died?
I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
They died in the heat? I thought they died because of shrooms. What is going on? I do this. Alright, now I can see like the eyeball.
I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Ah! Look up that word. Yeah, we got 4 of them.
They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
They'd been there for days.
Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Yep. Life sucks.
No, I'm okay.
Nice.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
Holy hell.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off.
Huh?
Open this door.
Uh-oh. Someone isn't happy. Dollhouse? Oh, got one.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave
Okay.
Simon a week off to help with the move.
Okay, 1 second.
Decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Anna insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
I went down to get a muffin. Thought I did attic before. There we go.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Damn. Jealous much?
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship. My mother called me Eve. Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up,
Who's Florence?
take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Florence. Dude, they need to not do that.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for
Every time it
people
like
to see me
flashes his
carrying
face, it actually scares me.
supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me. Washing.
Oh, but they were twins and raised separately.
Florence was a warm, kind person,
That's what it sounds like.
but she was broken, I guess.
Just two
When I
families.
found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there.
Her story.
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older.
Oh my god, they said the title. They said the title.
Planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war.
Ooh. Yeah.
And that was back when you married for life.
Yeah.
She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s.
War.
But, I mean,
War never
it's
changes.
different than, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. Honour the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Lawrence! Wait, when did I start saying both their names? Doug. Yeah, I didn't finish Doug's, did I? Maybe I did. Am I cooking? Whoops. Okay.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
Yeah.
She's sad.
Yeah.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Talk about herself?
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
When you're delusional?
We were going to
But
call
just
her
like the
Sarah.
prophecy.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
But you have one.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story?
Nah, I'm good.
It's a real life fairy tale.
Father, ooh,
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
it was her story.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Oh, here we go.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Ba bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Suspicious. Entry. Drive. Ooh, here we go.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that.
Ooh, she's fun.
There's married couple stuff, a stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
True. Yo, true. Alright, how do you spell this? How do you spell this name? G. Ah, here we
I got in
are.
the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going.
I
just
kept
wanted to get as
driving,
far away
I
as
kept
could.
driving, I kept
When I
driving.
finally stopped. I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so...
I was all the way up in Glasgow, I was. Me and me mum. Back in the old days, in my old mum's garage, in my garage.
I got to Glasgow, I was
Sorry.
exhausted, so I pulled over and...
Yeah,
sat
you
in
said
the
this
car.
already.
I woke up because a rubbish truck went past.
You didn't say
Got
that
some
before.
petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry.
You did not say all that.
Tried calling someone from the payphone and then
I think you said that.
headed
She admitted some parts, or she just made things up this time? I don't know.
Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
When I get the mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the ugliest of them all?
I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since. Silverleaf? No. He normally solves them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Church. Board. Hot. Old. Oh, got one.
Okay.
We are running out of words.
It was busy, so I parked down at the end of the road. I walked up to the house, I knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out.
All right, we just doubled our
I walked
words.
straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle.
I thought I already watched this one. There's
I
just
looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
then you went to sleep.
Then I had a shower.
Oh yeah, you showered and then went to
Whilst I was in the
sleep.
shower, the phone rang.
You didn't answer it. Yep. When you woke up, you didn't. He caroled
Then I
again, and
came
he answered that
out
one.
And I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. It was Simon's parents.
I think I've already heard that one. I don't know why. Whatever. Nothing. Oh, here we go. Book.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection.
I thought about each other.
The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5.
Hey, what?
My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Huh. There we go.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of
Then they died.
the miscarriage and then my parents.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
That sucks. Oh my god, don't show his face.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Derek had given him a full-time position after he left school.
Dude, she is crazy.
And then
She is freaking nutso. The one that isn't getting dick down is going crazy.
this is a nicer room. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them? Yes. No, lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
Being a baddie. Just kidding.
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Hey, yo? What'd she just say?
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Tatty.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
I see. I see where the confusion might have arisen. Ooh. We're not doing too bad. Phone. Try to call on all the friends on you.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And excuse me. Is there a bin?
Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum ba dum ba da dum. I already have that. I've already done these. Where am I on the list? Rest. Rest. Lawyer.
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
It's Betty o'clock. She's like, I don't need a lawyer. She knows what she wants.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Wow. Oh my god, don't do that. I'm
Just
so
a
ugly.
way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Rules imagination. Added it to the list. Biscuit. 10. Ava. Sarah. Rab. Ooh. Rab. Safe. Silver. Ah. We're not looking good on the list right now.
That would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
As for not looking. Necklace. Oh god. Parked. Park. Parking. Cat. Let's go!
No, they were shut. Most of the windows are really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
There is indeed a cat flap in the back door.
No, they were...
Oh, is this because of...
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Oh, I see where they're getting at. How did the perpetrator get into the house to kill whoever?
Tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
What does the tapping mean, bro?
Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway. We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
Huh. Road. Yes.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car.
We
was
know
just
this.
by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Come on, we know. Door. Holy crap, we're in.
Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell. Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too. I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Hello. Damn. Alright. Door. Keys.
Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key. No, I don't think it was. I turned the key but it was already unlocked.
Huh. It's already unlocked.
When will the police let me back in the house? let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
Please. Up. Up, sir. Parking. Law? Where are we? Knocked. Keys. Bag. Lock. Unlocked. Oh god.
yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock. I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away.
Oh, this is leading up to what happened. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's. That can't be right. In the bedroom.
What can't be right?
Hurt someone. Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
I just want to lash out. Here we go.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality.
Nice.
It's an apple and a snake.
She's covering her arm.
Singing. One of my shows. Pure chance.
Singing.
Not sure I remember what he was even doing there.
Goes.
Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Ooh, got some bars.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Oh, I need to look up Oxford.
I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
I already forgot the word. Alright. Who's did it?
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault.
The psychoanalysis.
She's scared. Not
But
guilty.
even a real word. Maybe it was.
I don't know.
Interesting. Trying to see into her mind how she thinks.
I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
Ah, okay. What do rules attic?
It lasted about. You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Cooked them. You have cooked them.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me.
I thought she was the one from across the street.
Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present.
Ooh, spiteful.
She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off. It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
I could only say like yes or no in different ways.
us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, the girlfriend came up to Hannah, a huge black eye. She had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
But showing his face, goddammit.
She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze.
That's crazy.
We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Until Simon. Okay.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know.
Got one.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite.
Huh.
If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
That's awesome. I thought she calls him mom. You know, I thought the whole thing was that they don't have same mother. I did friend, right? Should look up Craig and Pan.
I'll try my best to remember.
Drink.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
wine. I mean, we know what happens if that was the honest truth. I think
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question? Are you out of your mind? Twins?
that was really helpful.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. Only worse.
Burgled
obviously.
by Bilbo Baggins.
I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
Period.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Oh. Creepy guy. Alright. Okay.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band.
Carl.
But he was sexy. We were 15.
Oh, okay. Carl. Yes, we got one.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Huh. Shy. I mean, that tracks with what the other sister said. Her twin, or whoever the frick they are.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Huh.
I wasn't in the house.
Oh, we believe you.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Water. Coffee. Banger.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
Ooh.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Huh.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
Milk. Sugar.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar. Black, no sugar. Thanks.
They are different. Tea.
Could I have a cup of tea? Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
Huh.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang with you from the rock. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. Got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Yes, I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
What?
My name? That was the only question I faced. My name is Hannah. Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry. My name? That was the only question. He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure. That would have.
Huh. What? Oh, floor!
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. He was dead.
Ah! Don't do that.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
She laughed.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood.
The blood! I've come to suck your blood!
To me. She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day.
Day and night.
She had blood on her. And she was in shock.
It's just not normal. Like, why would you whip around with a piece of glass in your hand, swinging it at someone that you love, and then you cut their throat, and then you're like, what did I do?
Please find Simon. I love him so much.
Why did they do all this if they're just gonna admit to it at the end?
I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me.
I mean, like, actually.
Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Wrote. Oh, there it is.
His throat. How?
What do you like? Shard and glass.
That's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Our baby.
Rehearsed. You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
Evidence. Husband. Oh, we got some. We got some.
Been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you. hear from my husband. When you suspect someone of murdering their husband. She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
Oh my god, trying to justify it in reverse. Because they're sisters. Crazy. Shard. Glass. Matters. Live. Lives. Life. Living. Good life. Bad life. Life thing. Life A. The life. This life. This. Guys, we're out of words. There. Here. When. Who.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Kill. New. Kill. Kill. Yes.
And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Except she did. Who? What? Ooh, here we go.
What about us?
When? Where? Why?
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It's a special one-off. He made it. He decorated it.
No, she said that he got him the same mirror,
Where did
which
he
is
find it?
why they crashed out.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Because you friggin' did it! Oh, pub. What are we looking at? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Read us, you know what we say, party every day, party every day, 'cause I feel it. Woo-hoo. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Early Saturday morning.
Okay. Okay. I think we are cooked, chat, and I think we did good enough. Obviously, the one that married her killed her husband with the piece of glass. Obviously. I have no doubts that she's in the wrong. It's just like it's like partially the lie detector, but like you can't always trust those. Um, I just don't trust her over the other one. I think she did it. I think she killed her husband. And then GG, they got caught. But who knows? There's still a lot of footage I haven't seen. But yeah. Yeah, I think she did it. I think she's a bad person. GG.
I left the next day, Saturday.
All right. Thanks for watching. Um, I don't know if there's like an ending button. At the end of the adversarial, and I don't know why she killed Simon, bro. Just per accident, I guess. GG, bro. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching.